What is up, my friends? After an epic basketball weekend, let's break down and rank the remaining 16 teams in the NCAA tournament. Let's get it. Okay, this was an article on ESPN this morning, so we're going to break down, going to go through it. I kind of want to do something about this anyway, so they had this article, so we're going to go off of this. We're going to rank from 1 to 16, the best teams left. Let's see if I agree or disagree with them. Let's go ahead and start with the Arizona Wildcats at number 1. Yes and no. I feel like there's three teams that are clearly above everybody else right now, and they are one of them. And did they look exceptional? Yes. In the first game, they destroyed Long Island, as you can see here. The second game, Utah State, solid team, stayed with them. Okay. Did they look exceptionally well? No. Did they look bad at all? No, not at all. This is a good pick right here. Number two, the Michigan Wolverines. Um, Again, Howard, they destroyed them. That St. Louis game, close in the first half. I was like, oh, for the start of the first half, I was like, oh, wow, this is pretty good. They're just so freaking big. These three right here are just so big, and it just overwhelms them. And I felt bad for St. Louis, Milk Chamberlain or Larry Nerd, whatever you want to call them. These three just like beat them up, and it's just like yeah, just kind of cemented he's not an NBA player. He's going to be going overseas, but man, it's just like that. They just overwhelm you. Now their next game is Alabama. Um, Alabama without their second leading scorer. They do. I don't know what this size is going to affect Alabama. I think. Um, and Yaxel, I'm not gonna lie, like he is just climbing. He is so good. He does everything you want him to do. He's a top-notch defender can score. He's just fantastic. I really, really like this team. I thought they were playing really, really well. The guards haven't been pushed yet, so we will see. That was when I did my bracket on here last week. I had Arizona beating Michigan all because they're guards. But if these three are going to play like they have the first two games, maybe I'll be wrong on that. But I still think I would take the Arizona guards over the Michigan guards. Next up, Duke, number three. Um, I think this Duke at number three is more about who they have to play than about anything they did. Because again, they beat a team, Siena. That was a tough game now. That was a tough game, but that happens. You overlook the team. John Shire even said he got out coached. And that's a team where you play in the 116. You got a Siena team of older kids with a great coach who's going to galvanize you. They were just, yeah, they were going to be in this game. I don't take anything away from Duke. It's hard to get up for a team like that. I get it. They blew out TCU. I wasn't a huge fan of TCU in the first place. They did that. I think this is more about this. I think Duke being here is more about St. John's and how they have looked so far. Number four, the Houston Cougars, number two seed out there where Florida is gone. Again, they handled Idaho. They handled a tough, hard-nosed Texas A&M team. Team is good. This team is really, really good. Nothing has really changed for me. I picked them to make the Final Four out of this bracket. Um, yeah, I think this team is really, really good. Kingston Flemings is a stud. Sharp is a great older guard with Uzan. Great. I love their big guys, Tugler and Sanak. Good. This team is really, really solid. This is going to be good. And I think the biggest thing is this right here. These two teams. I like this how they put these two at 4 and 5 because this is the next group. You got the first three 1 seeds. These two are up next. Illinois has absolutely boat raced Penn and VCU. They were not even in any of those games. They ended the games early, beat them up. This team looks really, really good. This battle, this is must see TV. This is going to be the best game of the Sweet 16 by far. Not even close to me. This is the best matchup. This is the best college game matchup, but also the best matchup for the NBA. I am so excited to see Flemings go up against Wagler. That is going to be fantastic. This is just going to be an awesome, awesome game. And I agree with this at 4 or 5. And the winner then probably making the Final Four in my eyes. This was my hardest pick in my bracket was this game right here. I can't wait to watch it. Next up, Iowa State Cyclones. Yeah, and they're doing it without Jefferson out with an ankle. Now, the odds are he's probably going to be back for this game, but who knows if he's going to be 100%. But Tennessee, I picked them coming here. I don't remember who I picked, Iowa State or Tennessee in that game. But their defense is they're just over. They literally beat the living crap out of Kentucky, and that was hard to watch if you're a Kentucky fan, like really hard to watch, but great if you're an Iowa State fan. So I really I don't know if I love this team because I just don't know if they can score against a really tough team. I don't think that really tough team is Tennessee right now. Sorry. Number 7, Purdue. Old Faithful, right? They're just going to be here. They're going to play well, and then all of a sudden they are going to just flame out. But I think they're going to have the easiest matchup because I don't think Texas can really, even though they beat Gonzaga, I think Gonzaga was a very flawed number 3 ranked team. Not trying to be mean, or my fault. Number 3 seed. I thought they were very flawed. They really have one big guy, and their guards were kind of meh. Just wasn't the Gonzaga talent that we've seen in the past. Um, I think Purdue is good. They are going to handle Texas really with, I don't want to say without any, because you're going to have to work hard anyway and to be at this level. But I think that they're going to be able to get past Texas here. So I don't mind this. And then we'll see what they got to do in the next. Who are they? They're in the West. Who else is in the West? Oh, Arizona. Yeah, good luck with that. So Purdue is going to make the Elite Eight and then get smoked by Arizona. That's just me. Okay, Michigan State Spartans. I think they are low because of UConn, because of who they're going to play. That is going to be you want to see two hard nosed teams just beating the crap out of each other for 2 hours. Michigan State, UConn. We all had it penciled in. I would assume a lot of people had that matchup. Yeah, and that's going to be just a flat out war. I don't love this Michigan State team, but it's a Michigan State team, and Tom Izzo is one of the best. So they're going to be tough out hard. That's going to be a tough game. This is the crazy one right here. I'm surprised they are 9, personally, because I think they have a legit chances because their defense is so freaking good, so freaking good, and they just overwhelm you with physical play. And they don't shoot well. They don't score it well. We all know it. We've all heard it. But look who they like. Yeah, they're just a tough team, and they're gonna beat Duke. And that's gonna be a tough game for Duke. Like really, really tough. And I think St. John's can beat them. Duke was my champ. That's who I picked. But I think St. John's can beat them. I would have them ranked a bit higher because of that. I would have them ahead of Michigan State and probably Purdue because Purdue is going to run into Arizona and get smashed. But I would have St. John's probably right here. Maybe even over Iowa State if Jefferson is out. If he was healthy, I probably would have Iowa State here. But I would have St. John's higher just because of how physical and just mean and great defense that they have. So yeah. Number 10, UConn. I'm a little surprised that this one is so low. Not gonna lie, that Furman game was way too close for comfort. I think the UCLA game was a little easier, but I don't think UCLA is a very good team. That's just me. But Terrace Reed, how about that, man? He's had some rebounds. Yikes. But the Furman game was a little scary. But again, I think that's like the Siena game with Duke. They were Furman's going to give everything they got, and UConn is, probably going to look past them a little bit. But I think they have one of the best coaches, and they are going to be ready to play. And that's like two of the best coaches, game planners in March that we have. That's going to be a tough one. That is going to be an absolute battle. Number 11, Arkansas. If they were playing any other 1 seed, I would have them probably like the 8-9 range because of how good Acuff and how good losing his name Brazil is playing right now. So yeah, I really like this team, but I just think Arizona is probably just gonna just overwhelm them, especially on the inside. Like I think Brazil is really really good, but going up against Arizona's front line is just gonna be different. So I like Arkansas a lot. I think it's just mainly they're down here, and I would have them down here because of this, because of who they're playing. But anything can happen. Alabama, I would actually have them lower because I don't really see a chance for them against Michigan. Not trying to be mean, I just don't see it. Texas Tech was not a normal 5 seed with Toppin out and Christian Anderson getting hurt in the Big Ten tournament. Not your typical number 5 seed. They smashed them, but they should have smashed them. Excuse me. But I just think they're just gonna. I think Michigan is just gonna overwhelm them and just beat the crap out of them inside. I think Phylon is gonna have a really, really, really tough game, especially when he tries to his floater and layup skills are really, really high. Are they really, really high against 3 NBA caliber frontline players? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out a lot about Phylon. I feel like if they win this game, Phylon is going to just throw himself higher in the draft because he's like he had to do it against big guys. He just had to do it against them, and he did it. That's the only way it's gonna happen. I just don't see it happening at all. But that's just me. Nebraska Cornhuskers facing Iowa. This team was really great in the start of the season, and they kind of fallen off a little bit, and that came that shot by Tanner almost winning. That was crazy, but they're a good team, but I don't feel like they have any chance. I think they're going to beat Iowa. Um, I do like Sturts a lot for Iowa, but this Nebraska team, yeah, I'm glad they're here. This is the first time it says right here, 7 decades ago, right? This is the best stories for 1954. Holy crap, that's a long time. So I like it, right? I like them here. I think they're probably going to beat Iowa, but after that, not much. Tennessee, I agree with this. They are, I think they're good. I think I picked them over Iowa State. I think that was a mistake. I think Iowa State is going to beat them. I think Iowa State is going to beat them up. And yeah, I don't think there's really anything to even go on about that. That's just going to happen. Iowa, obviously, they are Cinderella ish for beating Florida. Um, but Iowa's a good team. Bennett Sturts is a pro. That was a great ballsy shot here. Um, Alvaro, I'm not even going to try that last name. But yeah, I think that they're a good team, but them and Nebraska, I would actually rank this more of a toss up between them and Nebraska. I think they have just as good of a shot. Um, and I really like Bennett Sturt, so the more I get to watch him is fun. Number 16, Texas. This is pretty clear to me. Again, I think Gonzaga was the worst of the 3 seeds. Very flawed team. They took advantage of it. Swain, I like him. He's a very different because he doesn't shoot threes. So just a different guy, different style player. So he's kind of fun to watch, but I think Purdue is just going to overwhelm them with like just old school disciplined basketball and Braden Smith just dropping dimes on everybody. All right, my friends, there we go. Breaking down and ranking the last remaining Sweet 16 teams for the men's March Madness. Hope you liked it. I know you did. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and we'll talk next time.